Yeah, it's Tom. Sorry about the scenery, but it's snowing, it's cold. It's not that I can't go outside and do it, it's just going to be not so good on me to do it. Okay. So, a maker by the name of Josh Wade. I'm sure you've heard his knives on my channel before. Let me just show you what he's got here. Well, this one he gave me. Y'all seen this one, right? Makes a great little neck knife. And then he makes this hunter. Now I've been using these knives now for a couple of months, and they're phenomenal. I mean, find a piece of paper here. Oh, okay. Watch this. I mean, it's just, you don't even have to push. As far as the tips are concerned, the tips are like razors. And I love a knife that's got a really good tip on it. Because if you need to get in there, and do them little fine cuts, it's got a tip. So, I'm not quite sure how it came about. But Josh contacted me, said, hey, I said, what? So you want this type of knife? I said, yeah. Yeah, I've been looking for one. He said, I'm going to make it. So he made the knife. Then he got back to me. He said, this is the color of scales that I have. So I decided on the scales, and I decided on the knife. Now let me just say, them first two knives I showed you are absolute primo quality. And then one was a mistake in his shop, that little curved one. That was a mistake. And the knife is outrageously quality. Now, I have a bunch of custom knives from a bunch of custom makers. Some of them are like big name makers. The odd part is when you pick up a knife and it's custom made, you can feel the quality in your hand. It don't feel cheap. It don't feel like it's going to come apart. It's just a solid thing, So, without further ado, this is the knife we decided upon. This is the Tom Ritter survival knife. So it's the T.R.S. survival knife. This is made of W2. You see the hormone right there? It's water quench steel. It's phenomenal. Sharpness. I'm not pushing. This is just, I'm drawing the paper up to the knife. Now, this has got a 5.5 inch W2 carbon blade. Drop point, I guess you could maybe call it a spear point, but I call them a drop point because this bottom is not even with the top. It's an 1.5 inches wide, and it's a saber ground with a convex. 90-degree spine across the knife, and right through here. Oh man, I hate this lighting. I really hate this lighting. Anyway, right through here, there's about 1 inch of jimping. Not aggressive, but it'll do the job. Look at that, ain't that pretty? Now, the reason why I chose a 5 to 5.5 inch blade, because it's big enough to where if you grab it back here, you could do some light chopping. And that's really all you need to do is light chopping on trees and stuff. It's got enough of a blade to where I can grip it up here without having to worry getting my finger on the edge. It's got a good belly for anything you want to do, and it's got that incredible tip that is just a freaking razor. That's just the tip. I'm not pushing pressure, no, it's just cutting through. So that is the blade. Comes down here. I mean, these knives, I've gone over them and over them and over them and over them, and measuring and everything else. This plunge mark right here, it's the exact evenness, same size as the other side. They're not off-centered, nothing. The grinds are the same way. It's the same distance from here to here on the other side, same exact way. And you don't find that in a whole lot of custom knives because of the hand grinds. And these are all ground by hand, they're not machined. It's something you won't find in a commercial knife because all the commercial knives are CNC'd. And it's just incredible. I cannot tell you the quality of these knives. Now, it is a full tang. These are green maple, green-dyed maple stabilized scales. There's two nickel silver bolsters in them, and up here there is a brass lanyard hole, so I can get my lanyard on there and not worry about losing it. Now, I had a broom handle put on it so that it's comfortable upside down, skin deer, doing what you need to do. There's nothing hitting you in the heel of the hand and nothing like that to throw the knife off center. This way here, that broom handle throws your hand right into that hole, right there, right into that guard. Jimping on the top, you can, do your feather stickings and everything. I'm telling you, it's an incredible blade. Now, Josh has a YouTube channel on here. It's called Wade's Blade Tools and Blades. He's also on Facebook. If you want to order one of these, you can order one of these knives from Wade. Josh, I should say. If you cannot find his information, contact me, and I'll give you the information on it. But I'm telling you, you cannot. And I've handled some LT Wrights. I've handled Bark Rivers. I've handled a lot of knives in my day. Not that I've owned them, but I've played with them and handled them. And along with a lot of other custom knives. When I say this, believe me, if you're a woodsman and you're looking for that one knife, my T.R.S. special was one of the best knives I've ever carried in the woods. This has a beat. It's a Tom Ritter survival knife. T.R.S. What a knife. I can't say how much craftsmanship and quality that this man puts into these knives. I mean, look at that hunting knife. This is an all-around knife, by the way. This is, take it out hunting, take it bushcrafting, take it survivaling, you name it. This is just a plain hunter that he makes. You can order this knife also. And I'm telling you, you cannot get any better quality than these two knives. Actually, if you're one of them one and done type guys, this would be the one knife you would need to buy, and it would last you the rest of your life in the woods. I don't care if you're 20 years old. You'll give this knife to your grandkids. And I'm dead serious, I'm telling you. You don't have to, when you order, you don't have to have jimping. A lot of people don't like jimping, and I really never did either till I ran into this. You don't have to have the green scales, nothing like. You can, make your custom order. But order one. You'll never go wrong, and you'll never look back and say, wow, that was a piece of junk. I should have never ordered that. Even a tip on that knife, the distal taper, which is the way it's ground side to side, the end of that tip winds up directly in the middle of the knife. There you go. The grind is perfect. These are hand ground and custom made by Josh. Go over and find his website on Facebook. It's Josh Wade is his name, but it's Wade's Blades and Tools. Tools and Blades. One or the other. I'm not sorry. But Josh, I want to thank you for the opportunity of having this knife. And I will see a lot of use because I'm say it every year, but I get out a lot during the summer. I just don't record it because I want some private time because I don't know if I'm going to be there next summer. Now, as far as the sheaths are concerned, this is one I made. As far as the sheaths are concerned, they all come in a Kydex sheath. That one had a black taco style Kydex sheath with Chicago screws, leather holder that was screwed onto the back of the Kydex. The Kydex work is phenomenal. Knife fits in there and the knife fits in there tight. And what he does is when the knife comes over, he makes this loop down here. Kind of like you get your finger in there. And at first it was like, huh? You're going to cut your finger when you pull the knife. Then I realized if you pull the knife out of the Kydex just a little bit, it makes a good rope cutter. So there's some use to it. This Hunter came with a beautiful cross-draw Kydex sheath. These are just sheaths. I put them in because I'm not a Kydex guy, but they're beautiful sheaths. So yeah, Josh Wade knives. I'm going to bring you another one here shortly. And these are like hunting knives, survival knives, stuff like that. I'm going to bring you one, and it's not a machete. It's a chopping knife. It's a big knife. The craftsmanship on this knife, this is a prototype, but the craftsmanship on that knife is just the same as it is on all the other ones. Absolute quality. So I'm going to be doing some R&D with that knife and this Tom Ritter survival knife over the summer. And it's great knives. You can't go wrong with them. So this is Tom. I want to thank you for your time, your patience. Josh, I want to thank you once again for, oh man, this was the one tool option. I got it right in my hand besides my T.R.S special. This is it. So, all right. So that's it for the knives. Like I said again, thank you for your time and your patience, and we will see you on the next one.